just sat down here jumping on my knee. Hi guys, well welcome back to Allotment Diggers. It's the 18th of April today, 2023 for you time travellers out there. We just got back from the car boots. The East Lancs car boot was a washout. That was closed. We get up to the Bolton car boot. The first thing I saw, I bought, and we did all right. I saw this first thing I saw. I said to the girl, "So what do you want for him?" She says 80 quid, and I thought she said 80 quid each. So I walked around the car boot. Anyway, I come back and I was really interested in buying this. I thought I might get it for 60 quid if I asked. I said, "So what's no harm in asking?" So yeah. Works. Also, use that one. Works. Battery charger, another battery there. Said to us, got back to the to her, says, "What do you want for the envelope?" She says, 80 quid. I said, 80 quid. I said, "I'll give you 60. She says, "Alright." She says, "You can have this bag." The National Wedding Show. I started laughing. I thought to myself, hang on, is she selling her an ex-husband's tools there? And then she says, it comes with the battery and the battery. I thought it was just for the one thing. It was for the lot. So I did all right. I mean, I'm going to charge the batteries up, throw them in the back of my car. I can use them. I wish I had found that last week. In fact, I think I've got another one of these in the back of my car. It's just that it was underneath a load of stuff and I couldn't be bothered to dig it out. So anyway, for 60 quid for all that, I think it was a bargain. The two batteries, they go into my other drills. So I actually, that was another reason why I bought 3 batteries. Will cost you 60 quid anyway, just the batteries alone. Probably a bit more because they are Makita. So they're probably 30 quid each. So there's, you know, 2 batteries. I've got my money. And you got all the chargers and everything else. So it's about 150, 200 quid worth of tools there. And yeah, we did all right. I went up to the Warrington car boot. That was closed. Well, it was, when I say closed, there was no coin dealers there. When it's drizzly, it's been drizzling all morning down there, and the coin dealers just pack up and go home. As soon as you get a little bit of drizzle, that's it, they're gone. I managed to get some cable ties. I'm going to show you what I'm going to be using them cable ties for later on in the video. But last week we decided to put a load of brassicas into that new brassica cage, and there's another cage at the side of it. We did the same thing there as well. We put more brassicas. I think we put some Savoy cabbages in that one. But in the main one we put Brussels sprouts, we put Dutchman, cabbage, we put there's some collies we put in there. We put greyhound cabbage. We put curly kale. There's a selection of different ones. We filled the bed anyway. We oiled it. You're going to see how the net clips off and how it all clips back together. Buttercup was a pain in the backside, as you'll see. We put plank collars on all the cabbages, and we've actually put some slug pellets in around the cabbages to take out all the slugs. Let me show you what we've been doing. Oh no, not you. Right, get out of it. So we're just going to quickly go inside here and give this a hoe in. We'll open the other side in a bit. So as you see there, we give the bed a knowing. That decapitates all them tiny little seedlings what wanted to grow in there. Now you can see how it works, this bed now. Like I say, the sides lift up and we just clip them down using the screws along the boards and down the edges. I've got my measuring stick. What I need is a board to sit on, because I'm going to be disappearing into the bed if I'm not careful. It's very fine, that soil, which is kind of a problem. And Buttercup's just keeping out the way up there. She hasn't wanted to jump in there yet. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my board, get it all set up. I think we'll put the Brussels sprouts right at the back over there first, because they're going to be the tallest, and they'll be up before the others. If you put them at this end, it'll take the light off all the rest of them. But you get the plan. Now, if I've done my maths right, that board there should fit inside the bed. Let's see if it does. Well guys, I'm using that board there just to flatten everything down flat. Right, so that's what I'm going to be kneeling on. So guys, these are my Brussels sprouts. Ooh, slug, get rid of it. Oh, saved that one, didn't I? But yeah, these are going in this bed here, just in front of me. Yeah, I've just got to work out how many I'm going to put in now. The problem I've got is they grow quite big, these. Well, these are called brights. Right, I've got my first four. trowel. Your plant collars. So that's how they go round these, like I'll show you in a moment. Right, so I bent the things over, so I've got to create the little hole. So what we've got to do now is bury them in there. Good root system. You notice these square pots, they don't tend to swirl round, they go at the corners and they want to push out, so this is perfect, this. So when I put these in here, that's what they're going to do. And the plant collar, just sits on them like that. That's the first one. So I'm going to put another 2 rows of these in. So they're about 12-14 inches apart, and same that way. So yeah, we get these ones in, and we'll get a few different ones. Looking for Buttercup, she's not here. She'll be about somewhere. Surprised she's not actually trying to jump in the blooming bed with me. Right, anyway, I'm going to crack on. See you in a moment or two when I've done a few more. Right, here we go again. Like I say, I don't have to add any fertilisers because this bed's covered full of lime. All I've got to do is make sure I get the collars around them now. Last one. Good root system there. Well, we're putting some greyhound, I think the greyhound, yeah, greyhound cabbage in, just sort my plant collars out. Fiddling about doing this. I'm doing them 6 to a row. I want them nice and tight because they support each other. I'm going to do another 6. I'm going to do 12 of them when I can find me trowel. Oh, there it is. I've stuck it outside here, so yeah, might as well leave a label there so we know what they are. Worms. Lots of worms. That's a worm as well. I thought it was something else, and I was gonna, it's one of them leaf cutter things. Here we go. This is the tricky bit, getting this plant collar around the Brassica. Sorted. There's the first one. Well, this is the last of the greyhound going in. Wondering where Buttercup is. She's in the greenhouse. It has been raining. Oh God, I mentioned her. What did I do? I just mentioned her name and here she comes. You behave yourself, you. Hey, you're going to sit down there? Well? No, 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 oh you bugger. So this is going to get really, really interesting. It were bound, I say it was bound to happen sooner or later, guys. Just you're in the way. That's the last plant collar. Really? Hey, you want me to stick it there? Oh dear. Welcome to my life. Well, I'm trying to do something and you're in the way. You're not going to move, are you? Where's the collar? Should have done that in the first place. Oh, she's killing me. Well, that's the collies. Let's go and get something else. Well guys, we're on the home straight here. I'm just putting some curly kale in. Well guys, this is the last one for this bed. Last plant collar. Right, so I'm going to cover him over now, put the fleece back on. They definitely don't need watering. What I will do, I'm going to put some slug pellets in here as well. Well guys, I've got all the brassicas in there. I'm going to put that into the bed. Now I know what you're all thinking. The birds are going to eat it. Not with this bed, they ain't. Because it's sealed up, nothing can get in. Butterflies, nothing. The only thing what can get in are the slugs. So we're going to sprinkle some of this around them. We take them out. And then we don't have to worry about them having to look underneath all the leaves when we start seeing them being nibbled. This should take care of most of that problem anyhow. I'm going to sprinkle it in. I don't normally use this stuff on open beds, but this is a sealed bed where nothing can get into it. So like I say, we do the other side the same. Nothing can get into that bed, absolutely nothing. But it will take them slugs out, them slug pellets. Right, we'll put the other side down and we're done. So we got the kale, we got the collies. Got a couple of varieties of cabbage, Huntsman and greyhound cabbage. We've got Brussels sprouts at the end. I've still got some Savoy to stick in there in a moment or two. And then we've got to tidy that bed over there, weed it. I think I'll leave that for another day. Be glad when all this tree drops all these blossoms. They're going everywhere, all over the top of me new Brassica cage. Very annoying. It won't make no difference. Just put a bit of some slug pellets in there. Like I say, nothing can get in it. So except for slugs. Hopefully we're going to take the slugs out, and then the cabbage will do it really well. But I've done everything. I've prepared the bed. I've done everything I possibly can. Now it's up to the weather to play ball with us. Well, these are my Savoy cabbage. I'd love to tell you what they were. The label's washed off. What a waste of time them marker pens are. Hang on, what we got here? Oh, here. Cordras cabbage. They're actually Savoy. Well, let's grab one. That's what they look like, guys. Absolutely awesome. Right, I'm going to lift the net off here now, and then we're going to plant. There's 12 of them, so there's just enough room to do 12. I'm going to spread them out. They do grow quite big, and we'll get some plant collars on them as well. So give me 5 minutes, we'll get the net off, and then we'll get planting these as well. Well guys, before I put the cover back over, some slug pellets. Well guys, we timed this one perfect. It's just started to rain now. Just got the debris netting on. Stuck buttercups 20p back on the corner. And yeah, we've got some slug pellets in there. They do no harm. It's all sealed up. The only thing what it can take out really are the slugs. Anyway, even the frogs, nothing can get in there. So it's just the slugs what are already in, hopefully it's going to take out. So we've got a lot of the brassicas in now. I've noticed that the cabbage over there is starting to blow, so what I might do is put some collies in there, which I've already got. So I'm getting out of this rain. Buttercup, well, she run in the greenhouse before I did anyway. There she is. Goddamn rain. What? Stop whining. Hey? I'll be with you in a minute, Buttercup. Stop whining. So we've got all the most of the brassicas out. There is another brassica cage just behind the main one, and there's some all year round cabbages, not all year round, some wintering cabbages in there, and they've started to blow. So I'm thinking chuck them in for the chickens, and we'll fill the bed with some compost, which I'm going to show you in a moment, which we're going to stick in there, and then we'll plant the all year round collies, which are still in the greenhouse, into that bed. That's the plan. So let me show you now what we've been. The other thing we've been doing this week is sorting the left hand side of the middle greenhouse out, getting the halos in there, putting the trellis work up, putting the tomatoes in. We've had to dig all the floor out. We've redone the floor, put new compost in the floor. You're going to see all this now, what we've been doing. So let me show you. Well guys, as you can see, oh god, well as you can see, what we're going to do, we're going to skim 6 buckets of compost out of here. It's very dry, this stuff on the top, so we take this off first, the top layer. I really should be having a mask in here. Really should have used a smaller shovel, but then again, I really should have pointed the camera, shouldn't I? So what we're doing, we're taking, you can see these bucket here, you can see that compost there in that bucket. We're going to be taking like 6 of these out of here, and then we're going to be putting some of the new compost in. So where I'm going to stick this now, this compost here, I'm going to put it where I'm going to be putting my peas, so it's going to be higher than the compost what the buckets, the spuds are sitting on. I'll show you, but right now I'm going to have a sit down, have a drink of coffee, and then we'll get on with this. So that's what we're doing. We'll clear it, we'll stick the compost in, and then we can start thinking about putting the halos in, onwards and upwards. So this is where we're going to stick all that compost. Just move this out of the way for now. So this is where we're tipping it. Got another 6 buckets of that. We'll come back to this later and we'll equally spread it around. But yeah, we'll clean, like I said, we've got to take all the old compost out the greenhouse. And this is the best place to put it, I think. Well guys, as you can see, this is the last bucket I'm going to be taking out. So we took 6 buckets of this stuff out. What I'm going to do is tidy up a bit, level it all out, then we're going to pile in a load of new compost. The bucket, what I've got it got at the side of here is going down to the back of the plot. We're going to level it all off, and that's where we're going to grow the peas. But this, we're going to add a bit of a blood, fish and bone in here and what have you. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to level it all out and we'll be right back. By the way, you wondering where Buttercup is? Get off me crispy, you. We're nearly done. You might have to lose a couple of these. Yeah, you might have to. We'll take these ones on, leave this one here for you, okay? Okay. Oh dear. We're getting there. Right, I'm going to move that bucket and then we'll get the compost in here, tidy everything up, and it'll be looking a treat for the aloes and everything which we're going to be putting in. So we'll be right back, folks. Well guys, this is the last bucket. This back now. Well, we got rid of the compost at the middle greenhouse. Well, one side, we've still got the other side to do. However, I've got a plan to where to put that. So now what we've got to do is get back up to the front greenhouse, level the soil off and stick the new compost in. So this one is hopefully the soil, the compost that's in there was dry. When it starts raining shortly, it'll dry it up. I'll come back, I'll add some blood, fish and bone and what have you into this bed before we put anything else into it. And we should get something from our labourers this year from this bed. So I'll keep you posted. let's get back up to that front greenhouse and get that sorted out. Buttercup will be wrecking the place by the time I get back. I don't know if you can see that very clearly, but we took about 3 inches all the way along here, straight out. We've had to be careful here around the grapevine. I've not gone for the roots there. I've kept pretty much away from that little corner. However, I'm going to get some bloodfish and bone and just sprinkle it in here now, and then put the compost back over, new compost back over the top of it, and then we can start thinking about other things. Well guys, I've got grow more and bloodfish and bone here. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to spread some of this in here before I put the new compost on. It's alright, Buttercup, it's not cat litter, so keep your eyes off it. Well guys, as you can see, we've got the compost. Now I've got to fluff it all up now. Right, I'll level it out and probably stick another bag in. Then we can start thinking about the halos and everything else. Well, I've not shown you this step because I forgot to turn the camera on. But as you see what we're doing, we've got all these canes in here, in these. I've got to cable tie these together, and what we do, we tie them up bars across here, and it turns it into a lattice, and the tomatoes can climb up. Buttercup's had enough. She's fast as well. She's fallen asleep in a bed there, so she's keeping out of the way. But what we're doing was slowly acclimatising Buttercup to the greenhouse, because that's where she lives. So we've done this side first, and then next week we'll get this side done. And we obviously pots will go either side, like a scratch pad here, which she loves to scratch. So this is where she normally sits in the winter, in the summer, underneath the canopy of the tomatoes. She does like it when it's like that. But as you see, she's fast asleep at the moment, so I can get on with a few jobs. What I'm going to do now is get some cable ties. I can't really leave the camera rolling. I would normally stick it outside there, but it keeps raining, unfortunately. If I can, I will. But you see how it is now, and you're going to see a big difference in a moment or two. If I don't show you me actually cable tying them together. Guys, as you can see, I've got my cable ties here, and what I'm doing, I'm just tying two of these 8-foot canes together with some cable ties, so we get the length of the greenhouse. Hear that wind outside there, guys? It's absolutely blowing a hoolie. Well, this is the best I can do, guys. The weather, the wind's really bad. It's too tight in here, so you're gonna have to put up with the wind, unfortunately. I get the picture. And we'll just manipulate them and tie them up. What I've got to do now is get the cross members, so I've got to remember where I've put them. But I'm going to bring the camera in out of the rain, because obviously it's raining. So guys, as you can see, this side is now complete. All we've got to do is put compost into the halos here. I've got a plant pot that I use with the bottom cut out. What we do, we use it like a funnel to put the soil in so it doesn't go into the rings, because that's where you put the water. As you can see, it's all cable tied, everything's good to go here. Excuse me, Buttercup's fine there. She's that will not move out of there. That's where Buttercup lives. That's her home. And what we've got to do is do this side now. So I'm going to leave it for a few days before we actually come back to this and address this as well. I say little small steps, that's what we've got to make. Well guys, you join me in the middle greenhouse, and today, as I just stated, we're going to be putting these Moneymaker. A friend of mine did me 12 of these. I've already got these, but these are bigger than the ones I've got, because he started his off earlier. But what we're doing, we've got the halos here, and we got this thing in with an hole in the bottom of it, and now what we're doing, we're just getting some compost, and we're topping them up. Just got to be careful how I do this. Get me tomato. Yeah, they look really nice, them. Oh, and there they go. I went and spilt a bit in there. The good thing about tomatoes, you can actually plant them a bit deeper than what they already are. So that's what we're doing. What I will do, I give them a good watering as well. Now when these grow up the canes, what I use is Velcro, and I attach round the stem at different stages up the cane. So there's the first one, so I've only got another 12 to do, so that's what I've got to do. We'll be right back in a moment, and I'll show you them all completed. As long as Buttercup stays over there, I think we'll be good to go. There be my tomatoes here, ready to go in. So they look absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to get them in. Well guys, as you can see, we've got a 12 money maker down this side now. That's Buttercup's scratchy thing. There's where she sleeps. That's where she's crunching away there, eating some breakfast. I'm going to be doing all this along here, digging this out shortly, and then we'll do the same. We'll put the frame in here, the framework. We'll get the Alicante and the Elsie Craig in here, and then we move on to the next greenhouse where we're putting the chilies and the peppers in, and the next greenhouse where we're putting the cucumbers, probably a few more tomatoes. But as you can see, these look lovely. We only just recently put these in, so give them a few weeks, they'll be climbing up here. In about 2 months they'll be halfway up and they'll look awesome. By end of June they'll be at the top of the canes, and then we just prick them out, take the tops off them. I've done the inside, I give them a bit of clean. It's the outside that needs jet washing. Give it a good clean. I'll get my soapy water on them and it'll look nice. But yeah, that stays there all year round. That's where Buttercup sleeps. She has done for the last 4 years, guys, so you know. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, I've got things to do. But there she is, all content. So that's the left hand side of the greenhouse. Next week we're going to do the right hand side, and the reason why we do it take us time is because of her. We don't want to stress her out. So I'll be digging that side out, and all that soil what's in there will go into that Brassica cage, and then the chickens obviously get the Brassicas, and we complete the greenhouse. I get the rest of the tomatoes in there, and we'll see what we see when we got it all, when it's all up and running. So that's the plan. The next clip I'm going to show you is basically a walk around the plot. We've done one each week this month. I just want to show you how everything's starting to come back. I mean, it's coming back with vengeance now. So I'll go take a walk around the plot. You can see what it looks like today. It's absolutely awesome. You might be able to see some of the flowers behind me, but yeah, everything's really picking up now. So let me show you what the plot looks like today. Well, let's show you what a difference a week makes. The elephant garlic's doing well. That tree's in full flower. The rest of this garlic's starting to come up now. That's good. These planters are firing up as well, so we're going to have more tulips and daffodils along here. All these flowers on the top up here are all coming up. All my trees are getting leaves. You see the leaves are coming on them now, thick and fast. All these different varieties of tulips and daffodils in here. Just look at them. There's absolutely hundreds. Different oranges, reds. You know what though? I've noticed I've got no black ones. That kind of sucks. I've got every colour except for black. How the hell have I missed that one out? Well, as you can see, some lovely tulips there. The wind's been playing absolute havoc. Honestly, it's drew me head in. It really is. We've had gusts up to 50-60 mile an hour on here the last 2 days, but these seem to be holding out okay. You may have noticed in the greenhouse now, we've actually got some of the halos in there with the tomatoes. We've only done one side. There's Buttercup fast asleep. We'll do the other side next week. But yeah, all the beds. Look at all these. I like these pansies and violas. Absolutely love them. Some cracking colours there. Really are. All the gooseberries are all got leaves on them now. Raspberries. Let's walk round this side. Gonna have to cut the grass short. They've closed the road off actually, as you can see. I did notice. Oh, if you look here, see these paws? They're like 18 inches apart, and what they are, a bloody mink going up that way, and they can keep going up that way. So like I say, we closed it off. Look at that wind there blowing, it's absolutely horrendous. Sorry about the sound, guys, on the camera. Like I said, I'm going to have to cut the grass here. This is getting pretty long. I'll try and walk with my back into the wind here. Tulips along the back of the greenhouse. There's Buttercup there, fast asleep. Hyacinths are doing really well there, still flowering. All me raspberries are coming up now. Bloody lupin. All them there are lupins. They've all cut, there's hundreds of them. I bet I could pot them on and make a fortune out of them. Be running the hole through them. These are me red currants, and me white currants are just getting the leaves now. It's every year you get the red currants, the black currants, and the white currants shed the leaves. We got all the flowers on the strawberries there. Go in there, water them. I've got some more strawberries. Again, these are some beautiful tulips. My gooseberries have got full of leaves. The rhubarb, we've had loads of rhubarb. Look at these tulips here, absolutely awesome. Again, the trees are all firing back to life. But that westerly wind what's blowing is a killer. Again, we've got all different varieties of tulips, but the wind, daffodils, the wind's playing absolute havoc with them all. I do need to get in here and do some weeding. This is some of my onions. There's my Savoy. Got my Savoy in now. Onions at the back of him. This bed, well, we've got all sorts in there. Got kale, we've got collar, we've got huntsman cabbage, we've got greyhound cabbage, we've even got Brussels sprouts at that other end. This bed, well, we just put a load of compost out of the greenhouse into it. But these buckets, yeah, these white things inside the buckets are the blossoms off here. We're going to get this for the next few weeks. However, I'm going to top these up. In fact, I'm going to have to put some fleece over because, yes, you guessed it, the buggers have started to come up here. Very annoying. They're not supposed to be due to come up for the next couple of weeks. But a few of the buckets are starting to break through, so I'll have to put fleece over these. I'm going to throw these to the chickens. They've started to blow for some reason. So I've got some collies in the front greenhouse that I'm going to put in here. So these are going for the chickens. They don't know, some of them might be okay. We'll wait for a few weeks. I'm going to have to take the cover off these dahlias shortly. Yeah, this is where I've got to do the weeding in here. Look at all that weed there, bloody hell, there's tons of it. It's drowning out my onions, so I've got to be careful. Gonna have to tidy them buckets up there. Take the tops off, them was the first to flower, them tulips, so I've got to tidy them up. I can see nettle growing there in amongst the lemon balm, so that's got to, I'll be up here doing a bit of work around here shortly. But the trees all got buds and flowers on, or little flowers on them, buds. That's where the apples are going to come from. But the onions, garlic, sorry, these are garlic. Oh, just listen to that wind. It's constant. The girls are around the corner away from the wind, in the windbreak. Well, look at this big fat effer there, look at her. She's well fat. Well, anyway, that's state of the play today. Oh, just noticed all them tulips and daffodils on the table there opening up. It won't be long before you start seeing the daylilies coming up. Roses fired back up here. All these I'm going to have to take the tops off them. Again, we've got more tulips coming up here and amongst all this lot. But the winds have been that strong, it's blown these over. Leave you with that display there. So we've run out of spaces basically to plant stuff, to be quite honest with you. I've got tons of stuff still to go out, but as stuff matures we'll be taking that out, we'll be putting new stuff in. So that's the plan. We've got more we've got the strawberries to sort out as well. They've got to sort them out next week maybe. We'll be working on the front greenhouse shortly, sorting that out as well. And anyway, that's it for now. The video's getting there. I'll try and get the video up a bit later. I hope you enjoyed the video, by the way. So we'll see you in the next one. I'm going to get all my batteries on charge, and we'll have a play with them in a week or two. So until then, stay safe. Bye for now, folks. Yeah, you say bye as well, yeah. Yeah.